2024 has really spiced up the Rolex market, tossing us into a whirlwind where prices fluctuate, tastes evolve, and new models keep popping up. Talk about keeping everyone on their toes. This year in the luxury watch market has been anything but predictable. Welcome back to Opulent Oasis, and jumping right back into the topic, it's clear that Rolex isn't just running the clock, they're completely resetting it. Their response to watch aficionados? Spot on. They've managed to tweak their classics in ways that resonate well with the modern collector's evolving palette. Who knew watching the time could be so exhilarating? With Rolex setting the pace, we're all just living in their world, curious to see what timepiece they'll unveil next. It's clear that in today's luxury watch market, even the most meticulously crafted pieces need to offer something beyond mere beauty to truly captivate. Whether it's a unique story, an innovative feature, or a nod to eco-conscious craftsmanship, today's buyers are searching for watches that do more than just tell time or flash gold. They want a watch that speaks to their lifestyle and values, a companion for their wrist that's as thoughtful as it is splendid. The year also witnessed a clear hierarchy in Rolex's best-selling models. Evidently, not all that glitters is sold, even in the world of Rolex. Number 1. Rolex Submariner Date in stainless steel. Topping the charts in 2024, the Rolex Submariner Date in stainless steel proved why it's the Swiss Army knife of the luxury watch world. This isn't just a watch, it's a veritable tool of sophistication that caters to both the dive masters and the style savvy. Retailing at a cool $11,880 and often changing hands for around $14,400, this watch strikes a sweet spot between lavish indulgence and everyday practicality. The Submariner isn't just about its killer looks, it's about performance too. With water resistance up to 300 meters and a bezel that rotates with the satisfaction of a well-oiled door hinge, it's ready for both boardroom strategy sessions and deep-sea adventures. And let's not forget the Submariner Bluesy. With its stunning blue dial and bezel, it's as if Rolex managed to bottle the essence of the ocean and mount it on your wrist. This watch doesn't just tell time, it tells stories of deep dives, high stakes, and the allure of the open sea. It's both a beacon of style and a paragon of functionality, making it irresistibly appealing to those who demand their accessories work as hard as they do. Number 2. Rolex Daytona. The Rolex Daytona holds its own, especially the steel models with their chic black and panda dials. But let's talk about the Oysterflex Daytonas, particularly those in precious metals. The Daytona Ghost in white gold, for instance, has quietly ascended to grail status among aficionados. It's like the secret menu item everyone talks about, exclusive, elusive, and oh so coveted. Number 3. GMT Master Range. The GMT Master Range continues to be a heavy hitter, with stalwarts like the Root Beer, Batman, and Pepsi models consistently outperforming others. The Jubilee bracelet Batgirl particularly shines, offering that extra flair with its refined design and superb dual-time capabilities, perfect for the jet-setting lifestyle that never knows which time zone it might wake up in. Then there's the newcomer, the GMT Master II Bruce Wayne, which swooped into the scene earlier this year. Initially priced like a blockbuster premiere at around $12,000, it has settled to a more approachable $11,000. This watch doesn't just wear its name, it embodies it. With a sleek black and blue bezel and a robust oyster bracelet, it's as stealthy and sophisticated as Gotham's own hero. It's not merely a watch, it's a statement. Subtle yet strong, it speaks of quiet confidence and an appreciation for the finer details. Perfect for those who prefer their luxury with a side of understatement, the Bruce Wayne is more than just a timekeeper. It's a testament to the art of watchmaking. A watch that tells time across the globe and looks darn good doing it. Market prices. In 2024, the Rolex market didn't crash. It took a leisurely slide down the price slope from January to December. It was less of a free fall and more of a graceful glide, giving the entire scene a laid-back, almost zen-like calm. This wasn't your usual market frenzy, it was more like a leisurely stroll through the park, where everyone seemed to have time to stop and chat, rather than rush to snatch up the next big thing. The ease in prices was like finally finding the slow lane on the freeway during rush hour, unexpectedly smooth and surprisingly pleasant. For collectors, this was a golden era. They could pick up models that were once hotter than a summer blockbuster without the need to camp overnight for tickets. The entry-level watches, previously as elusive as a quiet corner in Times Square, were suddenly on the shelf, ready for the taking, without a mad scramble or a hefty markup. This cool-down period in the market was akin to getting a backstage pass to every concert you've ever wanted to attend. Suddenly, you're not just part of the crowd, but a welcomed guest. Watch enthusiasts, previously priced out or cold-shouldered by soaring costs, found themselves in the VIP section, snagging deals that were both wallet-friendly and wardrobe-elevating. It was a year when expanding a collection felt less like a financial burden and more like a savvy shopping spree. Before we move on, why not join the opulent Oasis crew? Subscribe for fresh, cutting-edge updates. Let's get back to it. The effect of price increases. When Rolex decided to hike their prices, the result was less of a boom and more of a murmur. Staples like the steel and gold root beer, GMT and Daytonas didn't soar as expected, but instead seemed to take a humble bow below retail prices. Here's the kicker. Dealers got clever, snagging these watches at bargain rates and flipping them for just a touch above retail, squeezing out a modest profit. Meanwhile, those swanky full gold models, which usually command anywhere from $48,000 to $54,000, started to gather dust. The market's appetite had shifted, influenced by new trends and safety concerns, proof that even the ritziest watches aren't immune to a downturn. Take this little anecdote. One of our clients traded their $42,000 full gold GMT for a subtler Daytona Ghost. This swap spells out the new chic, luxury that doesn't scream for attention, but instead whispers its worth. It's clear that in the world of high-end watches, the flashier pieces are taking a back seat to those that offer an understated, yet undeniably posh, vibe. Declining demand for full gold models. Over the past year, the luster has somewhat dimmed for those grand gold watches like the Skydweller and Daytona that Rolex aficionados once clamored for. A cocktail of safety concerns and a shift in style preferences has gently nudged these shiny behemoths out of the spotlight. Though they might one day glitter in the collectors' showcases as rare jewels, currently they're hanging back at the party, not quite the belle of the ball anymore. Consequently, dealers have been quick to adapt, turning their attentions to more unique, attention-grabbing pieces like those crafted in platinum or adorned with meteorite dials, which still manage to steal the show. March's Watches and Wonders event, typically a stage for dazzling revelations, felt more like a dress rehearsal this time around. The releases, including some high-anticipation gem-set Daytonas and a yellow-gold deep-sea, arrived with a flourish, but settled into a murmur. Despite their impeccable construction and undeniable aesthetics, these models struggled to stand out in a saturated market that's seen just about everything. Priced ambitiously between $96,000 and $120,000, expectations were sky-high, yet many of these watches lingered near their initial price tags, or at best, managed a modest markup of 10 to 20%. It seems the watch world's glitterati are looking for a bit more substance behind the sparkle, or perhaps just something new to tickle their fancies. The Rolex market in 2024 really rolled out the red carpet for buyers. Thanks to some smart market tweaks, grabbing a deal felt more like a regular Tuesday than a Black Friday scramble. Classics like the Submariner Date kept their cool, while up-and-comers like the Daytona Ghost started queuing up as the next big thing. Starting up the year, the scales have balanced nicely, making it a sweet spot for picking up that dream Rolex, whether you're a newbie or expanding your collection. Looking for a pro tip? Stick with trusted dealers. As we gear up for 2025, the Rolex world is buzzing with potential surprises and classic elegance. Hit subscribe and ring that bell on Opulent Oasis. Catch you in the next video for more luxe updates.